Hey guys, what's going on? This is Ticker the Trader, and I really am excited today to do this live stream because there's a lot going on in the market. But before we get going, head over to the link in the description. You can get the Polaris Trend Indicator. This is everything that I base all of my analysis off, and it's the only app or indicator you're going to need. So click the link in the subscription. It's and like and subscribe to this channel. Obviously, it helps me out. I know this is a new channel, but if you're finding it for the first time, you're going to see how accurate I actually am. And they're not predictions. These are strategic moves that we make in the market in order to make money. And we get out when times are bad, and we get in when times are good. So head over, read what this indicator is all about down here on the left-hand side, what my settings are. And then over here, it's a subscription-based indicator. So all you got to do is give me it's $1 a day, which isn't a huge ask, and then it will pop up into your indicators, and you'll see the Polaris Trend Indicator by Ticker the Trader. But let's get going, right? So the other day, I said let's wait on SPY because this column was actually red. Now it's green. There's a lot of Trump's supposed to speak at 4 o'clock Eastern Standard Time today and talk about tariffs. So this may change very quickly. So today, if you're buying shares, you just got to be very, very careful. I definitely do not like that this is red, this resistance is red over here, this moving average. I don't like that. But on a weekly time frame, we got to say that this is a buy. And if you go over to the daily, yesterday we said that this was a buy too. We actually bought back here at 556.11. So, if you were holding onto your share, I believe we sold half up here, and you would probably resume and enter again another half up here. So if you really think about it, you put in half, made a small profit, stayed away from these red columns here, and then we re-entered right here at the beginning of the day, somewhere at 556.91, and we're moving up. So that was a good trade. The Qs, we're going to go to the weekly. I said it was a wait. It's technically still a wait, but this is green right here. So if you choose to buy, I'm going to say that if you choose to buy this, it might be the right time. We could buy, and just make sure that you're aware of this particular moving average up here at 491. That's where it might go into. The price might move up and into this, but it's still definitely, price can still move back down on the Qs to 443, 439. If I were to buy here, I would just have a mental stop loss set at 466.06, and just understand what your risk to reward is here. I think the risk to reward is pretty good, but on a weekly time frame, we're still technically issuing a wait, but on a daily, this is the time where we start to average into a position. IWM, that was also a wait, and I don't know, does it look good enough to buy? We are in a discounted zone. If we go to the daily, it's green. So we're going to change this to a short-term buy. This is where you start averaging in. So if you averaged in here, you would have sold some shares up here, half of them, and would be rebuying somewhere around here. TLT, I said that this was a buy. On a weekly, it looks like a buy. On a daily, it's still a buy. So TLT is still looking primed to run. We have TNA. Technically, this is a wait. On the daily, we got green confirmation with bad negative pressure. We're still under the moving average. We're still in bearish territory. So be careful, but I'm going to issue this as a buy. And mind you, whatever Trump says after the market could get insane and push back down. We don't know. So, right here at 16, as you can see, I have look into calls at $17. So this could certainly fall around there, but ultimately I think that we're going to move up. But, just follow the Polaris Trend Indicator, and this will give you the guiding light. But definitely, we're currently moving up. This is issuing a buy. We should get a bit of a bounce, at least to 33.87. If we could break over that, we'll probably move up to 42. Tesla, having a great day. And if you see right here, we said that this was a buy. We bought at 234.13 from using the Polaris Trend Indicator. As you can see, we bought back here. We sold half our shares here, and then we rebought in somewhere in here. So we had half a position after these 3 red columns, and now we're just moving up. Apple, we're saying that this is a buy weekly, daily. And I said that this was a buy 3 days ago. And I also said this was a buy well over a week ago. So Apple is moving up. I purchased a lot of shares of Nvda down here at 104. I knew that this was a discounted zone in which that I wanted to buy. As you can see, I bought here, sold half my profits here, carried the rest, stopped out, and now I built a full position down here. I've got a lot of, like, all the Nvidia shares that I would ever want. I purchased right down here at 104. This was always my target in the zone, but according to the Polaris Trend Indicator, we had 2 days of bullishness. This might just move up to 119, 120. At the very best, it might move into 126 or 127. So we're hoping we don't get a rollover after hours. Amazon, I bought Amazon today. I really wanted Amazon at 188, and Amazon came down and hit yet again. It's consolidating in the zone. We got a green confirmation here, so this was a buy for me. I bought 300 shares, or no, sorry, 400 or 500 shares actually, down here at 188. That's where I wanted to own Amazon, and I have a mental stop at 188. Google, still wait. We can get rid of this because this is great. We bought in shares here. We released half the shares here. We stopped out, made a little bit of a profit, and now we rebought back in down here. The Polaris Trend Indicator is always going to give you the best possible signals. Weekly on Meta, I mean, 553.64 is a good time to get in. This seems like a really good discounted zone. Daily is now starting to become a buy here. So I'm going to say short term, daily is a buy. Weekly, we're not there yet, but weekly's our confirmation. We buy in on the daily, right? We buy in on the daily when it's green. We sell because we're still bearish. We sell half. We stop out here. We buy again, and we rinse and repeat. And if we keep doing this, we'll never lose going down here because we'll be very patient. And the times these things gap up, we'll know exactly where they're going to gap up and when they're going to turn around. Weekly on Microsoft, this is looking, I mean, a great buy zone was 370. I bought at 383.16 back here, sold half, held my position, let it run more, and sold half. So as you can see with the Polaris Trend Indicator, bought here, held, sold half, ran it up more, and then sold half. Now I bought more here at 374. So now my average is in between. It's around 374 or 380. So it's not a bad little position to have in Meta. We said that SoFi was a wait. We're finally green on the weekly. So this is a buy. Now, mind you, there's news coming out. Trump's going to talk. This could kill the market, but ultimately, we were in yesterday. And not only were we in yesterday, we were in here on March 14th. So at 1166, we bought in, sold half, came down, bought again, and now we're going to move back up. PLTR, Palantir. This looks like an amazing bounce off of the weekly moving average. 79.62 is where we purchased shares, and I can show you where. Once we got this green confirmation here, actually should be here. We bought in here, and it jumped up. And now, mind you, my stop loss, when I buy here at 79.75, my stop loss is, further down, 75.96. That's my risk tolerance. But yeah, we never really came back down far enough. I sold half my position up here and then rebought in today. Or actually, I didn't buy in today yet, so I'm actually going to wait and see. But technically, Palantir is a buy. sorry, Palantir is a wait. AVGO, I've been saying that this is primed and ready to go. This was an awesome discount. So this is right now a buy on the daily. Weekly, not so much yet, but 162.59 was the place. This is where actually I bought shares today. I bought it actually at 164.69, and if you could see, if you go back to the daily, it was here, 166.14, somewhere around there. AVGO is a good play. A lot of people love AVGO, and this was the right move. URA, bought some URA today. Not too sure if this trade's going to work out. I don't like the weekly at all. The daily was green this morning, so this might not be working out. I might have to get out of this. I'm going to leave this as a wait. I might have to go relook at the stocks that I just purchased, because this might not be a good trade. SMH, semiconductors, looking a lot like Nvda. 204.73 I think was the time to buy. So we purchased shares here at 218, released half here, bought back in, sold again half, hit our stop loss, and now the place to buy would have been here, 211.21, and I'm only stating that because I just know how my indicator works, the Polaris Trend. So 211.21. U.S. oil, loving U.S. oil. I told you that this was a hold. U.S. oil has been ripping. We want to let it rip, but yeah, we bought back here. Actually, I bought UCO back here, 66.7. Well, not, I didn't buy UCO. I bought UCO, but you know, this is around the time I bought it. I didn't release half my shares just because I missed this. I wasn't really looking, and it never really closed underneath this candle. But I like this. It's moving up, and I'm trusting the weekly here. So we're moving right up. Bitcoin, weekly, awesome. I said that this was a buy on a week. I said that this was a buy on the daily. If you were to have bought, you would have bought here and released some shares, and bought here and released some shares, but ultimately we're in here. That's, you know, 82.57. But I also bought back here, right here at 87.20. So you would have kind of like jockeyed for position, bought and sold a little bit. It's got a little tricky. Sometimes with like bigger swinging stocks like Bitcoin, you want to just stick to the weekly. And I'll erase this 80. You know, you would have bought in somewhere in here, 80 to 83 or $4. That's where you would have bought. Ethereum weekly, finally green. I said that this was a buy, and it still is. We're still rolling. So the buy is here, 18.15. So guys, as you can see, the Polaris Trend Indicator is working. Everything is functioning, and anyone who is listening to me, I'm telling you, if you're buying right now before market close, just be careful. At 4 o'clock, Trump's going to speak. We don't know what he's going to say about tariffs. The market may have a complete correction and freak out. It may not be, you know, valuing in what he has to say, or just, you know, the market may correct itself more if there's negative news and he decides to put tariffs on, raise tariffs or talk about tariffs in any negative light. So be careful with your accounts, but ultimately you need the Polaris Trend Indicator. You know, in order to stay safe. I really do believe that this indicator works. You can use it in after hours. It doesn't really matter, but this is the ultimate indicator. And as you can see, this channel is not the biggest channel, but it's a proof of concept. And the more you follow this, the more you watch me, the more you'll realize that this is the best system that is going out there. So guys, thank you.